Hi everyone, it's Dave with a garden update which is long overdue. Hope you can hear me. There's a bit of a breeze today. So this is Dave and Sarah's vegetable patch. Here we go. And in here we've got carrots, we've got leeks and spring onions, which you might not be able to see properly because they're still quite small, but there they are. We've got beetroots, garlic and onions growing in here. And then we have another little temporary veg patch here with the same stuff in and some lettuce as well. So for anybody who's sown seeds of anything, now we have had a very cold spring and very unsettled as well. Well, the first half of spring was exceptionally dry, but it was cold. And then the second half, last few weeks, has been continued to be very cold, but very wet as well. And we're still in a very cool, unsettled regime. But because we're now in mid-May, even though it is cool, you're fine to put anything out now outside, and there won't be any frost damage now or anything like that. We're past that point, so you can put out what you want now, even though the weather's still a bit crap. This is wildflowers here, and we've got sunflowers growing up the cane, so this is going to be a nice display of all different blaze of colour interspersed with some very vibrant sunflowers. We've still got in here our greenhouse, which is now outside, with all the plants that we're still looking for a home for. Now the good news actually is many people I know, all of my family, all branches of my family on both sides, they're all growing their own stuff this year, and I think that's just symbolic of a wider interest in gardening that's taken root, pardon the pun, in the last year or so. And we've also put lots of our plants at the end of our garden as well, the end of our front garden for school children to take. We live on a road with two schools, so many of the plants that we've grown, they've been taken by kids who obviously are going to grow them themselves. So I think that's great as well, and I really do think that I've talked about it a lot, of a movement of people wanting to reconnect with nature, and this is what the obvious way to express that is through gardening. So here we go. Over on this side we've got our shrubs, our kind of like perennial shrubs that are in pots there at the front, and we've also started to put up some of the bedding out plants as well. Well, Sarah, my girlfriend, has done this. She's more creative than I am, and look how gorgeous that is there. They're violas at the front and something else at the back, I'm not sure. We've got some geraniums in there, I think some delphiniums as well, and we've got some marigolds that still need to be planted. So yeah, I think that this is the benefits of gardening are multifold really. Fresh air, exercise. I'm not sure what that plant is, by the way. We've got raspberry plants here, and then the tree with some bluebells there. Exercise, fresh air, interacting with nature, seeing nature makes you feel so much better. And obviously if you're growing your own stuff as well, it tastes better than anything you can buy, so it's great. So any space that you've got, I would really encourage anybody we're just halfway through painting the bench, compost bin, encourage anybody to use whatever space you've got to grow. It doesn't matter how little or how much space you've got, it's really easy. It's not rocket science gardening really, it's just a case of get stuff in the ground, show a little bit of love, give it some water, make sure it's got a bit of sun, and you will be rewarded. We've also over here got a little rockery there, and we're going to put a little bird table or a bee hotel on that log there. And then we've planted a lot more wildflower seeds. And for anybody who's got some space to fill in their garden and wondering what to do, well, a great way is to fill it with wildflower seed. These seeds here, loads and loads of seeds, and you can spread them as thick or as thin as you want, and then just rake them in, and then just leave them, and then they'll grow really easily, and you'll get a nice display of colour of all different shapes and sizes of colours of flowers. We've potted a little conifer tree there. Hopefully that'll branch out a little bit and grow taller. And then we've got some more wildflowers here. again, just to fill up the space in the border. You know, they'll come up to about 4 or 5 foot high, some of those. And then finally around here, well, we've got our water butt that is permanently full the last few weeks because of the volume of rain that we're getting. We did have an incredible storm actually last night that must have put down a couple of inches of rain in about half an hour. It was unbelievable, flooding. Here we go, we've got some strawberries up there, 3 different varieties of potatoes, and then we've got our herbs and tomatoes here. And then this bit of the garden, more tomatoes. This bit of the garden we need to do something with, so that's next on the agenda. There's a pumpkin plant there. That'll be potted into the veg patch a little bit later on in the spring, early summer. And there we go. So I just wanted to do this video just to give you a bit of an update on where me and Sarah are up to with our garden, and again just reaffirm the virtue of gardening really, and the benefits of it. I mean, we're really lucky to have all this outside space, you know, and give thanks for that every day. But for anybody who's thinking of getting involved, it's still not too late. We're only in mid-May. You can get some seeds sown now, maybe sow some spring onions, sow some carrots, something like that. Or you can go to your local garden centre. We always buy from, if we're buying our plants, we always go to our local garden centre, give them the money, try and pay in cash where we can. You know, they'll have tomato plants, strawberry plants, they'll have everything that you can just put straight in the ground now, or in grow bags. So there we go, get involved. All right then, I'll do another update in another few weeks, hopefully when a lot of the flowers have bloomed and the vegetables are starting to grow a bit more. All right then, speak to you soon, bye bye.